Today I'm going to talk to you about the crime of interfering with a domestic violence emergency call in Alabama. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to let you be the judge of whether or not the fellow is guilty or not. So first, what's the law? A person commits the crime of interference with a domestic violence emergency call if they intentionally hinder, obstruct, disconnect, or in any way prevent the victim from calling for assistance. The crime is a Class B misdemeanor, which means that if somebody is found guilty of this, a judge can sentence them to up to 6 months in jail. So let's get to our example. Let's say we have Ned and his girlfriend Misty Meaner, and Ned happens to have some racy pictures on his phone of somebody other than Misty, and Misty finds those pictures. She is none too pleased. And argument ensues, and pretty soon a shoving match ensues. She's angry. She grabs at his phone. Misty tells Ned that she doesn't like those pictures on his phone, and she threatens to call the police. Well, Ned grabs his phone, and he smashes it on the pavement and says, "You don't like it? There. Problem solved." Well, she eventually does call the police using her phone that she has, and Ned is arrested for interfering with a 911 emergency call. Now, you're the judge. What are you going to decide? Let's see. His lawyer, I would hope, would come in and argue and say, "Judge, the evidence here is that Ned was upset with her about these pictures, and she was complaining about it. All he was doing, it cost him a lot of money, but he smashed the phone, so as he said, problem solved. He destroyed the pictures so she wouldn't have anything to complain about. He wasn't trying to stop her from calling 911. Gee, Judge, she did call 911 later on her own phone. He's not guilty." The prosecutor might say, "Yeah, nice try, but she told him she was going to call the police, and immediately after he grabs that phone and smashes it. It's pretty clear that his intent was to keep her from calling the police. We don't know that he ever even knew that she had a phone. He is guilty." Now, what's a judge going to do? I used to be a judge. I can tell you what I would have done, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be your judge, so it doesn't matter what I would have done. Here's how my thought would have been if I was on the case. I would have found him not guilty. Why? You have to understand, in criminal law, for somebody to be found guilty of an offense, the evidence, the proof, has to be beyond a reasonable doubt. If you have a reasonable doubt, that person should be found not guilty. And in my mind, gee, was he smashing it to prevent her from making a call? Or was he smashing it to solve the problem, as he said? And since I can't really be sure of either, I would find him not guilty. Not all judges think alike, nor does regular people. It's like Baskin-Robbins has 31 flavors. Well, however many judges you have, they're all going to have a different flavor and a different way of looking at things. And this illustrates something that's very important. When you hire a lawyer, the old saying is, hire a lawyer who knows the law, but better to hire a lawyer who knows the judge. That is not saying anything underhanded, like any kind of backroom good old boy deals or anything like that. But it's important to have some idea of what a particular judge, what their outlook is, what their attitudes are, because it does make a difference. So if I have a judge who, he hates domestic violence cases and he's going to find everyone guilty no matter what you do, I'd probably tell my client we need to do a different approach. If you're charged with any kind of a crime here in North Alabama and you'd like our help, give us a call. The phone number's below. I hope you found this video to be educational and informative. If you want to see more of these videos, if you'll hit the subscribe button, and if you're nice, you'll give us a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.